wonderful to see so many people gathering for talks like this. I think we don't often get the chance to do enough of this, so I commend everyone for bringing this kind of program together. So I'm the oldest Ross graduate, the oldest, not Ross graduate, alumni here, which is hard to say. So I was here in the dark ages of Ross. I've quit counting. You can do your calculations. I don't go past 20 years, but I was here in 1990 to 1992, so I graduated in 1993. So I was here pre-internet, you know. I know, and we actually survived. It's amazing, but it's funny to think about that. I mean, it was a different life. It was a different, you know, obviously we didn't know what we were missing, and it wasn't part of our lives then, but we didn't have internet, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have Verizon, so it was snail mail, and it was telephone calls that were about $4 a minute, I think, if I recall. So I'm going to try and contain this to the topic and hardships while we were here at school. It's a good thing we're not talking about hardships everywhere else, because I have over 20 years of practice experience, and most of that in business as an owner, and I'd fill up the day with hardships about practice, so we'll say that for another day. But I was very lucky. I can't say that I had any horrible hardships to go through. And my classmates, I remember at the time, we fared pretty well. But I see that today. You know, I see you guys really going through a lot of very, very difficult things. And I think that is the first thing to remember, that you have support. We are here for you. Sympathetic ear to help you get through whatever you're getting through, and to rely on each other. You know, I try and use this a lot when I'm teaching, but a lot of what you learn here is not taught by us, you know, dictating to you from the pulpit here. It's what you learn from each other. It's really, really important. So let's see, so getting back to hardships. So again, we didn't have the technology. One little, I actually, some of you know, I actually met my husband here on this island. So he was living here at the time. He's Canadian, and he was, his parents had retired here, and he was living here and working, and we met. He was actually on his way back to Toronto in 2 weeks when I met him, and he ended up staying for 2 years while I was in school. So that was, we had a great time. But I think the hardship that I just wanted to kind of just comment on is what we all have experienced and still experience, is that separation from friends and family and your pets and the support system. It's hard no matter what kind of technology you have here. I came from just a middle-class family. My father was career Army, so I was an Army brat. We traveled around a bit, and we didn't have tons of money. You know, I was the oldest of 4 children, so when I got here, it was a struggle. I mean, I certainly had student loans, but my parents paid for what they could. But I did not have a lot of money to live on. You know, I struggled with that. But I used to, so I didn't have a phone, you know, to call home. So I would go over, little cheating. I would go over to my boyfriend's house, and we'd call collect to my parents, and then they would call me back and we'd chat. But even that was maybe every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, something like that. So that's kind of just a hardship that I think I wanted to talk about, and it's obviously ongoing no matter what we have. And I wanted to just maybe mention some things that through the years I've learned as a student and in practice, but just getting to those things that make you happy and that fulfill you outside of this career you're going to have, right? I mean, we know that this is not just a job, right? When you graduate, this is not just a job. It is a very noble profession, and it is part of who you are. And some people say it's all of who I am, and I kind of disagree with that. It's a huge part of who you are, and we live for that. However, think of the other things. There's other things that make us people and make us whole. And find that in yourselves, even while you're here and away from the normal things. So I love what Kelly showed, that adaptive, we all have that, right? I mean, it's amazing as people and just coming to this different island and different culture, how we can adapt. But find that thing. We need mental fortitude. You have to be healthy physically, emotionally, spiritually, so if you pray, pray. If you exercise, do that. If you like to play, find that hobby, find that thing you really like to do, and make sure you carve out some time for that. I think one thing that having my then boyfriend, now husband, here at the time is almost every day we would, for at least an hour sort of after I would get home from class and he was done with work, we would do something. I hiked a lot of hills around here. I've snorkeled, this coastline lots and lots of times. We would fish, we would spearfish, we would just do all kinds of things, camping, and find that thing that makes you happy, that gives you that release, and do it. Take the time, because this is a magical time in your lives. I know you guys are like, what? We recognize how hard it is, and I think us three especially, and the other alumni that are here, because we've lived it. We know it's an accelerated program. It is darn hard, and to live the way we do, different from what you're used to, everything. But we're here for you. Be strong. You will look back on this time in your life like you won't believe. It is a magical time in your life. And I don't want to be this doom and gloom person by any means, but life changes. And for a lot of us, life gets more complicated. And this is a time when you can grow. You can learn about yourself. You can grow. You can mature as a person. And it will serve you well when you are that person that Kelly said, and you are making those decisions, those life and death decisions. We have prepared you well. I promise you that. They told me that. They told these ladies that when they graduated, and we weren't sure either. We were not sure, right? We sure, okay, I'm gonna do that. But I promise you are prepared very, very well. So that's all I have to say. Thank you for having us.